mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot.
In the building.
Thank you guys. We are here with you guys live and direct. What's up, man? What's up? How y'all doing? I saw Delaware in the building. I saw Hong Kong. Seattle.
Detroit in the building. It's cold in the D.
Charlotte. Madison, Wisconsin. Shouts out to y'all.
DMV, Madison, Wisconsin.
Massachusetts. Okay. I said Delaware, right? I think I said that.
Yep.
Australia. Oh, man. Shouts out to y'all.
Houston.
Y'all are going through it right now,
yeah,
man.
Australia's going through it. South Carolina.
Dutchess County.
South Cackalack. Akron, Ohio.
Oklahoma.
Okay.
Florida.
All the beautiful places around the world who rock with us. We appreciate your time.
Definitely.
Your energy. The whole shebang bang.
Yes. So, how was your weekend?
Our weekend was pretty good. We tried to do some technical work around here.
Yes.
We had a couple of mishaps, but Friday I got to hang out with Noble.
Yes.
And he cried when I left. Just admit it. Did he cry when me and wifey left?
I mean, yeah, but...
Okay. That means he likes me.
He was putting sauce on it, you know.
Yeah, that means
I was like, yo, make them feel better. Come on, man.
He was crying because Pa was leaving, and that's a great sign.
Oh, goodness.
That means I'm working on him. I'm chiseling away at the good stuff. And I told him your mother would be there to see him. I said, be nice to her. Yeah. She's not as fun as me, but treat her nice. He said, okay. So I heard he treated your mother okay.
Yes, he did.
You know, that's me and his little thing. But other than that, again, like I said, we got a lot of filming to do, a lot of new programming coming.
Yes.
And, especially for our members. This is all for members.
Yes.
And we ran into a couple of snaffles.
Okay, here's the thing, guys. Now, I'm trying to, what's that rant Diddy went on? I'm trying to take that to supreme beings. You know, I'm trying to take this company to the next level.
Okay.
I work with my family. You know what I'm saying? But my family think I'm a joke. Mainly my pops. He think I'm a joke. Okay? I asked him to have something for me, you know what I'm saying, on time, months ago. Push the deadline back, I'm working with him here. And then we get to the day of everything, and he don't got stuff figured out. Now, this was a regular company, Fortune 500 company. It's a Fortune 3 right now.
True.
We had to fire you.
It's a Fortune 3 million.
You know what I'm saying? We have to fire you right now.
Okay, continue to go on your rant.
No. That's the end of the rant. Like, I don't know what...
So let me get this right. Your rant is, I don't respect your gangster.
You don't, at all.
You're the CEO here. And you're asking me, not as your dad, you're asking me as your employee.
It's costing money, guys.
To get something done, and I didn't get it done.
Costing money.
Okay, I'll go on my rant next week, and it's going to be brutal. Okay, it's really gonna be brutal.
No, say what you gotta say
About what's really going on behind the scenes.
Say what you gotta say.
What y'all don't know is this company is on the edge of being over.
Say what you gotta say.
It's on the edge of being. This could be it, and I'm trying to hold it together for y'all.
Nah, B.
So at least until September, so y'all can see all the new stuff we rolling out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, because you don't got nothing to say. That's why.
Hulk was good last week. Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And just a reminder, on Thursdays now, we have a nice personal setting where people came in to talk to me, and it was really dope.
Yes. I'll put up a clip from it.
Yeah, put up a clip of that
soon. Somebody still be looking like Dipset right now. Facts. Yeah.
Facts. We definitely ain't the locks. We definitely ain't the locks.
But we did the Hulk last week, and as a Zoom thing, so people were coming in, showing their face, asking them a question like directly. I didn't, and that was our first time doing it, and we kind of like figured it out on the spot, and it was cool.
Yeah, it was real dope.
Yeah.
It just adds a nice personal touch to what it is that we do. These shirts.
Oh yes.
Came to us. Compliment of Leroy.
Yes. Out of Brooklyn.
Out of BK. BIM was Brooklyn Ice Water. BIW. The BIW stands for Brooklyn Ice Water. All right? So we like to show young companies, an opportunity on our platform.
Yes.
Show them a little love. So you can go to brooklynicewater.com and you can order these T-shirts. I believe he's got some hats up there or some other kind of T-shirts coming. So shout out to Leroy for having the entrepreneurial spirit and to make sure that the Urban X family had something to put on.
Yes, because
and we don't do that for everybody. Yes. So don't start piling us up because we get a lot of stuff. Yeah. We can't wear everybody's stuff. But every now and then we see something, especially a young entrepreneur that we try to help out.
Yes.
And as a result, this is what it is.
Working for yourself is not easy. Like, trying to start a business. And damn sure working with family ain't easy.
Facts. I would never work with family. Right. Ever. If I had the choice to do this shit again. You know what I mean? So, a lot of tension on the set tonight. You're going to feel it coming through. We can start with our conversation about Martin and Damon Wayans.
Oh, we can do that right now. Okay.
We can just kind of get that thing popping.
So it was, hold on, let me start the show.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So it was announced that Damon Wayans challenged Dave Chappelle to like a first comedians versus. He said he was calling him out. Now, I said that wouldn't be a walk in the park for Dave Chappelle. I didn't get people was like, Dave Chappelle is the GOAT. I agree. I think Dave Chappelle is hilarious. And then, our producer back here said, Damon Wayans, he's corny. He's not funny. Even that show he had, My Wife and Kids, it's not that funny. I said it aged better than Martin.
Okay.
Because just, if you watch it back right now, it's just like it's on today. Like, the jokes aren't dated. The acting is funny. Like, the chemistry on set. And it was 5 seasons. It was funny from 1 to 5. Martin was only funny 1 to 3. 4 was okay, and that's before him and Gene started having the issues. Only 5 was trash.
Well, 4 because we didn't know that they were having the issues.
Okay, but they were still on set at the same time.
Right. I said, and you can kind of chime in with this, those in the chat, that ABC had a much bigger budget. So my wife and children wife and kids is a reflection of a more mature man. You know what I mean? In Damon Wayans playing that position. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Martin and Gina was babies trying to find their way, so it was a little bit more ratchet, and they were overacting, I think, on purpose on the Martin show. But the Martin show was funny.
I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm just saying, as far like I think, what other show? I think like Jamie Foxx show aged better than a lot of people give it credit for. If you watch it back, it's just kind of like. Oh, it's
so what are you watching now about Martin that you don't find funny?
Nah, I've never said I don't find it funny. I think it's funny, but I just think My Wife and Kids is funnier.
Why?
I think the writing is more clever. I think the jokes are clever.
The writing could be more funny because you're writing for a family.
Okay.
So you're sitting down now, even you as a family man, and
I've
you can relate now more as a family man, where Martin, they just was off the edges. You out of control. Everybody's out of control. The whole show is out of control, man. And I think that, and the show is really centered around just Martin. And like I said, ABC is Disney.
Okay.
So the writing and money, it looked glossy. And when you turn down to Fox,
I'm not saying
Fox was for those of us who was ratchet in the trenches. That's what Martin was about. My wife and children were for the nerds and shit. You know, them people. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's my point. Fresh Prince, I think, aged better than all of them.
Better than all of them, to be honest.
That's just the truth of the story being told. So we had two different types of shows.
Whatevs.
Put in the chat one if you thought My Wife and Children.
My Wife and Kids.
My Wife and Kids.
Yo, if you can't even watch that show all the way through because season 4, season 5 were trash.
Okay, so let's take the prime top 3 seasons of both shows.
Bet.
All right, and then if you thought Martin, at the time it came out, all that good stuff was a better show, put 2 in. 2 for Martin, 1 for Damon Wayans.
Okay. All right.
2 for Martin, 1 for Damon Wayans. 2 for Martin.
Boo. Even though I appreciate Martin, I do. I'm telling you, I do.
I think I'm killing you right
You
now.
are killing me because y'all...
2 for Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm killing you. Yeah, I'm killing you.
Let's get to some real stuff, please.
Now that we mentioned Dave Chappelle.
Oh, okay.
And Damon Wayans.
Oh no, I think Dave will win. I'm not saying he won't.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Dave will win. I just don't think it will be like a clear because people.
It won't be locks and Dipset.
No, absolutely not.
No, because Damon Wayans is
his stand-ups are really funny,
and he writes for other comedians. A lot of people don't know that.
Yes.
So he's funny. Yeah, sure.
And you know what I think happens with comedians when we see too much of one comedian. We kind of get locked into that style. So when we see somebody else with a just completely different style, we kind of like off-put.
True style.
And I think that was happening with Kevin Hart for a while.
Got you.
Malcolm showing his age. I was born in '93, so I grew up watching reruns of Martin. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Don't start.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the show, man.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, big news that came out. Big earthquake, 7.2 magnitude earthquake that happened in Haiti.
Yes.
That was the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
And that is actually stronger than the earthquake that hit in 2010 that killed, I think, 200,000 people.
Yes,
something to that effect.
Yes.
And, as this was happening, all I could think was about, the infrastructure that is in place in Haiti and how their resources were taken advantage of by these companies who are going to line up again to say donate to us, for support in Haiti. And I'm just like, damn, that's money's not going to get there.
Yes,
and I was thinking
absolutely.
all the people that live there. I have friends who have family in Haiti right now, and I'm just like, if it's not one thing, it's another in that country. Somehow it was some type of natural disaster, and it's sad. Dude.
Yeah, first and foremost, we want to send our deepest condolences out to our extended family out in Haiti, because like we said, we all know somebody of Haitian descent, somebody who's here, who has ties, and their family comes from Haiti. Haiti's been through a lot.
Yeah.
It's ironic that the earthquake took place on the same day of the revolution in 1791, and that's a spiritual thing as well.
Yeah.
Understanding that the uprising took place for their, freedoms, and delving deeper into how important Haiti is to who we are and what we do, because what's the French
Toussaint?
No, not Toussaint Overture, the Napoleon.
Oh yes.
Now people forget during the time of the Haitian Revolution that Napoleon had 20,000 or so troops here covering the Louisiana Purchase. And his goal was, after he finished smoking the Haitians, taking that land, he was going to then come over here and smoke and take American land and turn all of this into, their regime. But because the Haitians kicked their ass, he had to remove them soldiers and send them back over there to fight, and they got their ass kicked. And then he had to sell the Louisiana Purchase for something like 8 or 9 cents an acre. And as a result, America, that became a huge part of America because America, as we see it now, would be a lot different. So, and not to forget the riches. And they said at one point, it was more natural resources in Haiti than all 13 colonies. That's why the French didn't care too much about America. Mm-hmm. They was on that, let's get this land over here. So to see them going through it still to this day, how do you whip a country's ass and owe them money for whipping their ass?
Yeah,
so
that's one thing. Haiti is owed at this point.
Yeah. Side note: Blue and Red did something on Haiti, I believe 2 nights ago on Black Magic. I didn't see it yet, but I know it's probably really dope.
Yeah. So somebody, Nat Turner said, but nothing ever happens to the Dominican Republic. I've always thought that. I'm like, yo, that's the same damn island.
Right.
How come this side of the island gets destroyed all the time by something? It could be a tsunami or earthquake. It's always something nuts about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they were paying the French for basically it. Who comes up with these kind of with these rules and agreements? And Haiti, again, their president was just assassinated, right?
Yes.
So that was something, and America allegedly had something to do with that.
Allegedly,
right?
Absolutely.
So, the Haitian politics are rife with corruption, rife with incompetence as well. So it's always easy to kind of destroy and kind of implant yourself implant another country to kind of help and rebuild.
And you saw what happened with allegedly Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
And then was that 2010?
Yes.
When that took place.
Yeah, that was
when that hurricane and disaster took place, and they built something like 7 houses. Literally, not 700 houses or 7. It was something real bizarre. And what happened to the money? What happened to the money? The resources that they have to keep this specific landmass, in my humble opinion, desolate, because there's a lot of spiritual energy that comes out of that landmass.
Yeah.
And there was even just doing a little bit of research, they all came together under one banner, no matter what their religious beliefs was, and said, "Yo, we gotta fuck these people up." Mm. So that's where that came about. And you had the class system. I forget what you call the ones who came directly from Africa, who had no ties to the land. Then you had the ones who were born there, and then, of course, the mulattoes, the ones who mixed. So even the class system that's still going on today as a result of this, and that's why you have, and they're very connected to the French. It's almost like Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
So you oppress us, but we speak the French language and we take on some of the French culturalisms, and it's a really weird dynamic, and we owe you for whipping your ass. Is one of the things that always amazes me.
Yeah.
And so we want to keep our eye on what's taking place. I just thought the timing, the date, and all of those things lining up was spiritual, because we are here in America. We're in the middle of an uprising ourselves.
Yes.
We just don't want to realize in this what kind of uprising we're in. And due to social media manipulation, it looks like we're not all on the same page. But we're going to have to all get on the same page to fight this war.
Yeah, I guess we'll go into that. But yes, prayers to Haiti right now. And this is where you always see, the division between people who have Haitian descent and people who, I don't want to see.
Yeah, but because at the end of the day,
right now.
At the end of the day, we are one people collectively. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We got to get out of this tribalism shit.
Yeah.
I'm from over here. I'm from over there. That's part of the problem. Yeah. And we feed it, and it actually fosters the enemy's game plan. Yeah. Divide and conquer is the oldest technique.
I've always said, though, I've always found it fascinating because I've never subscribed to the thought that that's just a black thing. I've always felt that's a human thing. Like no matter where and like that's why cultures exist. You get what I'm saying? Because people have to link up with something like-minded. So no matter how you could be, okay, we're all African American. Okay, well I'm from New York. Okay, well I'm from the Bronx. Okay, I'm from the West Side. Okay, I'm from this block. It's always people always have to find the lowest.
It's groupthink,
the most. You get what I'm saying?
And we break it down to the most minute denominator.
Yes.
I'm from the West Side.
Yeah.
I'm from this, and we naturally do this. And what we don't realize is perfect, because I need to put the West Side against the East Side.
Yes.
I need to put East Coast rappers against West Coast rappers. I need the Dirty South to go against these dudes. I need Bloods going against the Crips, because the enemy, the open enemy, the obvious enemy, do not have the resources and manpower to conquer these people. So I must conquer them in their minds by getting them to think. Now, am I saying we don't have cultural differences? Obviously, I'm not saying that. I don't understand a lot of the principles of our brothers and sisters in Africa, right? But if we are the oldest race, and we all can agree we're the oldest race on the planet who just dispersed in different places, obviously the languages, the culture, the dress, and the things that we experience along the way is going to create a certain level of differences. I'm talking about metaphysically speaking. You go to the source, and the source is, this is a human thing going on. And as long as we continue to say, I'm from here, I'm from there, we actually doing the heavy lifting. The heavy lifting is done. So the enemy don't have to come in and put you against this one. It just takes place. And it's taking place genderly now.
Oh, yeah.
A black man against a black woman.
Yeah.
Sex-wise, LGB against the straight. So these are tools in place that make it very easy to keep us all at each other's throat. And while the unseen hand continues to suck all the resources up. You can say whatever you want to say, but don't tell me if we didn't all come together and just identify who the culprit was, we couldn't get rid of them.
Yeah.
But they're not really worried about that. They're not at all.
Yeah. So, over the weekend, big news, big world news, rather, the Taliban, they took back over Afghanistan after Joe Biden pulled the American forces out, and a lot of people went up in arms. I was too. I was not up in arms per se, but I was just kind of like, what the hell has happened? Presidents since Bush, it was Bush, Obama, Trump, now Biden. It's 4 presidents. We've been in Afghanistan since 2001, almost 20 years. 20 years.
We're coming up on the 20th anniversary of 9/11.
Right, and
that's an important part of it.
That's next month, right?
Yes.
So every year, every president have said, Taliban are gone. We've disbanded that. We've put up a stronghold in Afghanistan. We're helping their army. Basically, we set up shop there, and the original goal was to disband the Taliban because of their role in September 11th, right? That was the goal, allegedly, right? Okay, we've done that. They caught Osama bin Laden 10 years ago. Right?
And he was the so-called head of...
Right? They caught him, killed him 10 years ago. And we're still there for what? No idea. We shouldn't have even been there in the first place if you want to be even further, if you want to be even technical about it. But remember, that was a rallying call to get people to travel up against each other within the country. You're not for the war on terror. You're for the terrorists. You get what I'm saying?
Right. And that just note that same divide and conquer takes place in other places. Yes.
It's happening right now with vax, anti-vax.
Yes.
But
that's a very good point.
Neither here nor there. So we're there. We capture Osama bin Laden. We kill him. We're still there. And again, every president has said we have a stronghold. We're fine. We're showing their army what to do. Joe Biden a month ago had a press conference, said the Taliban have no chance of coming back because they have 75,000 soldiers. We have 350,000 Afghan soldiers who were trained by us. It's not going to happen. It took 3 weeks.
3.
To take over a country that's almost as big as Texas. And they did it so fast because most of the Afghan army were handing the keys over to the Taliban forces and handing them weapons that Americans gave them.
Right. because they have an allegiance more to their people
Right.
than these Americans.
So think about all, and this is, I don't care if you're for the war, if you're against war, but think about the American lives who were lost in Afghanistan for nothing, basically.
Yeah.
At this point, right? For nothing. So Biden, he went up, and Biden was nowhere to be found all weekend, but he came out of hiding today. You know, they turned the switch on today, said go out there and say something, right? And he said, you know, the buck stops with me. It's, you know, I'll take responsibility, but he still blamed Trump, even though Obama was in there for 8 years and he was the vice president to Obama. Even though he technically is on record with disagreeing with him, but you were there too, and your man was there too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
people forget he was the vice president for 8 years.
8 years.
Right. And then there was a 4-year period, and then he became the goddamn president. People forget that. But go ahead. Yes.
So a lot of people are kind of questioning, like, what the hell. We were lied to by our own army, by our own generals, our own U.S. forces. We were lied to by presidents. And because yesterday I was in like a real funky mood, because I was just really, I was doing what I advise against, and that's just consume news.
Oh, yeah.
And that was just me all day yesterday.
Woo. And
I kept trying to put together what the hell this is going to have to do with COVID.
Right.
Because I don't know what, I'm literally just throwing stuff at the wall. I don't know how it's going to get there, but somehow another government overreach is about to happen. Because the first time the Taliban and stuff was in conversation, what came out of that? Patriot Act, right?
Yeah. The whole Patriot Act came directly out of this Taliban situation, which, like I said, is we're coming up on the 20-year anniversary, and this is going to be monumental. So they're going to be rolling this thing on heavy and thick.
Sure. And I'm really trying to think about like how it's going to happen.
Part of the reasons, remember, that's an ancient land over there. So it's got a lot to do with stargates, what's going on in the heavens, and the Nibiru. There's a lot of intricate moving parts on why we really have troops over there in the first place. And maybe we'll talk about that on the after show more in depth. But there's a lot of moving parts besides just money.
Yeah.
And keeping these troops over there. And as soon as he removes them, in 3 weeks they take over country. Some of the stuff you're seeing though is CGI.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot
people on the side of the planes.
I'm seeing a lot of propaganda now.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm gonna say it again. You gotta go see Wag the Dog to really understand. Some of the things you're seeing, and we over here are getting fourth and fifth hand information, and of course it's being used because Obama passed a law that said that this government can use propaganda against its own people. Really? Somebody in the chat, tell me what that law was. He passed a law that propaganda can be used on the American people.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. This is I think the root of why I was so stressed yesterday, right? Because every time I try to think about this logically, it just kind of like does not make sense, right? All of it. You know what I'm saying? Think about the people in power, right? What do we feel? What would you think? If you wanted to live however you wanted to live, what would you think you kind of need? Money, right?
Yeah.
Some of these people are so wealthy beyond belief, like, and you can live your life completely how you want. Your kids, your grandkids, completely how you want.
So what's their motive?
What? Like, where do you go? You know what I'm saying? Are you that sociopathic? You're trying to play God at this point?
Yes.
You want power to the point where every aspect of it is in your favor. You know what I mean? You need laws on top of the laws to protect that laws, just so what?
Well, Elijah Muhammad was trying to tell us, you know what I mean? And even though he wasn't the first one to say the white man is the devil, a lot of people think he was. It was David Walker. Go get the book. It's in your library. David Walker's Appeal. And he would sew these books. He was a seamstress. And he would sew these books inside the people's clothes. And that's how he got the books out. And this was 1910, 11 or 12, don't quote me. And he didn't create a whole science behind it the way, Master Farad Muhammad, taught Elijah. But he did say that the white man is the devil. And he was speaking from his experiences. So we have to begin to understand how you process everything, as we speak about us being an emotional people, being connected and feeling everything against a people who's not emotional, a fire people perhaps. I remember we was talking about that in the chat. In the Hulk, somebody asked the question that if black people are the water, because we deal with emotion, and white people are the fire, because they basically destroy everything in their path, then it would make logical sense that what you're expecting from them in terms of the perseverance or the perseverance, preserving life, is not in their MO. We're about preserving every aspect of life. And when you think it could get no worse, these people up the ante because fear is a food source.
Yeah.
And it ain't even about the money, because the money ain't worth the paper that's printed on. It's another level of dominance. It's going, and they're ratcheting it up over the next couple of weeks. So, brothers and sisters, you're going to have to really put your spiritual suit on and to protect yourself, because this is about to get funky.
Yeah.
This is about to get funky.
Yeah, guys. We are living in one of the most important times in like human history. Like we're in it.
Bato Madinka, water does put fire out, but you know how much water it takes to put out a forest fire? You know, you be fighting that fire. So that's all in proximity to the amounts of water, and we don't want to get all technical, but you are correct, yes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, we are living in one of the most like important times in human history. Like and we are kind of like in the eye of it. You know what I'm saying? Because tomorrow, New York City announced that they're gonna be enforcing the key to the city pass, where you can't go into indoor gyms, restaurants, museums, and things like that without proof of vaccination. And then I saw reports of other technologies for digital proof of vaccination. Experian, the credit system.
Oh, now this is getting funky.
They are teaming up with one of the passes, online, digital passes. So people are starting to fear that could your vaccination status be tied to your credit score? Could that be tied to your bank account? Because what the hell?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it also goes to the other theory about America adapting China's social credit system as well.
Yes. Where you get these social credits based on behavior.
Right.
And how you're moving, and they got cameras on everyone everywhere. So the most docile people, who don't come off the page, or out of line, are the ones with the highest scores.
Yes, that was a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, that was exactly
a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, yes.
And that I was also it kind of also took me to the fact that if our money is going to be digital, how easy it is to turn off all sources of your income if we feel
our money is already digital.
Right, but like you get what I'm saying,
but to go to even a higher level, and every time, not to cut you off, they give us something, they take something away. Money under the mattress has always been the best way to, and everyone should still keep some money under the mattress until they tell you that the money, when you see it in the street and people burning it, then you know it has zero value. So of course, gold and silver. What's that episode? South Park episode.
Which one?
Where Cartman would always go to the Jewish kid and be like, I know you got some gold around your neck. People keep pieces of silver and shit.
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with. And once the credit card companies start hooking up with them, it's changing the game, because we just saw PayPal and the ADL.
Yes.
What a combination.
Right.
Well, we don't like your what you said. Now we're going to stop you from getting money.
Right.
And it's all digital anyway, so it's easy to just go flip that joint off. And so now your credit score connected to whether you received a jab or not.
Right.
This is getting crazy.
Some lawmakers in California, LA as a matter of fact, they proposed that you would need proof of vaccination to go to the grocery store, supermarkets, to get food. And remember, the first time I heard that, I was like, "There's no way that'd be the thing to that." No, quiet. I haven't heard anything else about it. I don't hear anything. And then what's happening is there are protests happening all over the world regarding these things. In France, Australia's going through it right now, but they keep making it seem like that the people who are against these mandates are like Trump supporters. You get what I'm saying?
Right. It's easy to label them as QAnons and all these people are out of control.
Right.
Why don't they just want to take it?
Right.
And they're making it, but they're working. Again, I'm listening to vibration.
Yeah.
In tonality, these people are nervous. More nervous than you think they are because they keep ratcheting this thing up, and the people are at a standstill now. Most people who were going to take the jab have already taken it. And then there's a whole bunch of other people who have drawn a hard line in the sand, and they're going to wait at minimum to the absolute last moment, life and death before you. And then there's other people going, I ain't even doing it then. Side note, they started the 5-borough concert.
Yes.
Started in the Bronx today, Orchard Beach. And you have to be vaccinated to go to these concerts.
And they outdoor concerts. It made me wonder, do the artists have to be vaccinated as well? Because artists like KRS-One, a whole bunch of artists, Wu-Tang Clan, Big Daddy Kane. It's so many of the artists you like who are performing for vaccinated only people. And I think
so it's something to make you go,
I feel like I saw, I think Ghostface promoting it.
Okay. I'm not really sure. I don't want to start any rumors because I didn't see it, but that was the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah.
Like, are they gonna pay me? And I didn't. Right. I'm not a part of that because certain time artists have their own thing. I'm an artist. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just here to do my show. But some of our most socially aware artists are involved with this. Yeah. And what stand do you take on that when you look out into the crowd and all of these people have taken a vaccination or, whatever the case may be. So just something to think about because it's in every borough. It started in the Orchard Beach today. It's going to be in Manhattan. It's going to be in Staten Island, Queens, and Brooklyn.
Somebody said Jim Jones. Yeah, Jim Jones just came out and said this thing is real. Me and my whole family got the vid. This thing is real. I don't know if he was promoting the jab, though. I'm not sure.
Did you hear that doctor after this guy died?
Oh, yes.
He was fully vaccinated. Yeah. And he died.
Yeah.
And the doctor said it would have been worse if he didn't take the jab.
Yeah.
And I scratched my head because you know me.
Yeah.
How could it be worse? He's dead.
Yeah.
He with a straight face because they're pushing this so much that he said, listen, it would have been worse if he didn't. How? He's dead.
Yeah.
So I'm just confused on some of the things. Oh yeah, Clive Davis put those shows together. I'm not surprised.
Oh boy. I'm
not surprised at all. Didn't 6ix9ine get Jim Jones federally charged? I'm not sure.
I don't know if he got charged, but I know, we spoke about this. 6ix9ine baited Jim Jones into into something that he should have been. If you were smart, you stay 10 feet away from. You know
absolutely.
And he baited him into a debate about it, and now people are looking at Jim, even though we've been looking at him like,
yeah, but our people have a tendency to just look the other way after a while because you're constantly in their face.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you sideways, bro. I heard your voice on the damn phone call, bro.
They all got knocked and you didn't.
Bro. And just explain it. That's all.
Right.
Same thing with T.I. Just explain it.
Yeah.
How you get caught with machine guns and silencers and you home. I just need for you to, how does he say his thing in all them big words? T.I. Give me a T.I.
What's the word? Expeditiously.
Yeah, expeditiously. Explain to me how you facetiously was able to avoid jail time. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
So we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be back.
Yes. Oh, that went by quick.
It did.
All right, let's get to these commercial breaks.
Family, I am your host, Terrius.
And I am D. Morris, the surfer.
Right. And together we are the city's
Rhythm and Views.
Together we form like Voltron.
Come check me out, chriskeys.com. I'm worldwide.
Tony Altamirano.
Hi, I'm Gina.
What's up, everybody? I'm Win Vu, award-winning remixer.
Koya, I'm an artist.
Hi, my name's Justina Bethel.
Hi, I'm Mike Bowen from Denton, Texas.
How you doing? This is Tom Cup from Music by Tom Cups. Check out Samuel E. Archer's book, Hybrid Executive. We are in the business, and here's how you can be a better business person because you're running your business.
You can find my music at JustinaBeth_EL on Instagram or JustinaBethel.com, and I am a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive, just like you.
Follow me at Koya Music, and I'm also a hybrid executive.
I'm worldwide, baby, but just know I'm a hybrid executive. That's all you need to know, baby.
Get on Uppbeat.
Check out my music, MikeBowen.com. I'm a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Ascending Infinite Goddess Shanell, and I just wanted to come and connect with you, share some of my time and energy with you, and let you know that despite what you may be feeling during this spiritual journey, you are not alone. I know it may feel like you're going crazy because that's how I felt at the beginning too, but know that you have your entire spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, your higher divine self, just waiting to connect with you. So if you're looking for confirmation or you're looking for some answers, you're looking for someone that can help you on this spiritual journey path, visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess, and let's grow together. I'm here to help you. Thank you for sharing some time with me, wealthy family.
I done got sober since it sound right. Since everybody wanna be cool, I don't mind being lukewarm. The life we know is based on a lie. You see the true form is painful. Find an angle or find an angel. The way you see me light up the sky, it star spangled. If it don't change, you see it as a small setback. If I give grades, you all left back. Take a large step back, like James Harden let off 3 wet that. Beat your buzz, I make your whole budget freeze, check that. Temperature, innovator, my own couture, open doors, transform that shit, now it's a jar. So when I say I'm coming through, it's many more. Set up shop here, quicker than the internet store. I do the chores, at my domain, there's no names, my heart like coke.
We are back.
Back in the mix. Shout out to Rhythm and Views. They got their first 1,000 subscribers.
Major milestone.
Major milestone, because now when you get your viewership up with your numbers, it monetizes, it opens up a whole bunch of doors. I love the new commercial as well.
I do too.
It's adding a more younger feel.
And it shows what they do.
It shows what they do as a collective, because R&B is losing some of its traction, and Rhythm and Views and places like that are going to be staples in keeping that particular genre alive the way it should be from the grassroots up. Diddy is coming out with a whole R&B label. I hope Rhythm and Views can find a way to get connected with that so that Diddy can run his artists through them as a way to get the promotion. Not that he needs it. I'm just saying.
No. I'm saying for them, like, kind of stay away. You don't want him.
Well, you don't have to be connected to Diddy to have a few of the young artists come through for interviews.
Like, I want them to become, for R&B music specifically, I want them to become like the academics of R&B. You know what I'm saying? Rappers go through academics to get like that type of approval.
Yes.
So I want their opinion to be like that staple in, the whole R&B.
And of course, we know Infinite Goddess is there.
Yes.
To take on any of your challenges, especially during this time. You got to go in for some leadership.
I had to meditate twice.
Yeah.
Now's the time. I had to release that. I was like, yo.
Yeah. And Plant Base, of course, they're in the building, and they did a song for us for The Real Mentality.
Yeah, super dope.
Super dope. This Real Mentality, guys, is coming out to be an amazing show of a father and 3 sons discussing issues of the times, and we asked them to be the soundtrack to that, and they did a superb job. I think we'll debut it tonight for the members only.
Oh, dope. Okay.
Yeah, because I know they get ready to put it up on iTunes, stuff like that. Shout out,
dope.
the gods. If you're a member, we'll debut it tonight for you.
And if you would like to become a member,
oh yeah, how would you do that?
You would go to urbanx.nyc, and you can join the membership for $5 a month or $50 for the year for the next. What's that? 15 days?
18 days, maybe.
With September 1st.
Today's the 16th, so it's another 15 days.
Another 15 days.
You have before this price goes up to $15.
Yes, and if once you pay $5, that's your price.
Yeah, forever and ever and ever. Even if we go up to $60,
I don't see us doing that.
But I'm just simply saying, whatever we do, know and understand you're in at $5 because you got in on the ground level, and we've done this since April, May, June, July. August. We've given you plenty of time, and a lot of you keep sitting on the fence because here's the thing too. You could just enjoy our 2 podcasts. Those are free. That's on you. That's why we make them free. They will always be free unless somehow YouTube, because I said some things last week that could have got us, and they kill me, and they said I can't say that, and the show could be canceled. So as long as it's not canceled.
Yeah, we're trying to protect the show, and he's being a baby about it.
I ain't being a baby about it.
No, you was.
No.
Yeah, you was.
I'm like, that ain't nothing. If y'all thought that was off the edge.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it now. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're going.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'm just saying. I thought it was funny.
It's a lot of tension up here in case you ain't know.
I thought it was funny. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. And we're going to be rolling out exclusive content that will never see YouTube because we can't give our whole life away for free. Some of you guys complaining it's $5. We cannot do this for free. We're giving you 2 YouTubes, one on Monday, one on Thursday. If that's enough for you, fine. If you want to delve into the other things that we got going, Real Mentalities, the Hulks, after shows, interviews that we're going to be doing, live breakdowns, watching us behind the scenes, do these skits. It's so much stuff we got coming. Yeah. If you want a part of that, you give us the $5.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right.
So tonight we will, somebody said grow up, Dot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Thank
guess
you,
so.
Tito.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban
I
X.
thought it was funny. That's all I'm saying.
So, Nicki Minaj and her husband are being sued by the sexual assault victim that her husband went to jail for.
Okay.
For intimidation.
Okay, so give me the details. Like they're intimidating her to stop the charges, or the charges are already there. How does that work?
So it says, this is according to USA Today. It says in the complaint obtained, the plaintiff brought several claims against Nicki Minaj and her husband, including witness intimidation, emotional distress, harassment, assault, and battery. The file was submitted Friday, this Friday. Her name is Jennifer Hughes. Jennifer Hughes wrote that Petty, that's Nicki Minaj's husband, intimidated her directly and indirectly, pressuring her to not speak about the 1994 rape charges against him after the case became public knowledge on social media.
Okay, and the very critical point that you mentioned in the story was she did it Friday.
Yes.
Because the deadline
for sexual related
instances in which with no time frame.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? They gave you a window to August 12th. Was that Friday or something? Whatever date Friday was, to say you have to get your charges in before this time so that they could be on the books. Yeah. And,
so does that count for this one? Because it's not sexual assault. It's a whole different...
I'm not sure, but I found the timing of it.
Okay.
Because 1994 was the actual case.
Right, but if you're intimidating me about it now, that's a whole different...
But are you intimidating me, and it's just you arbitrarily intimidating me, or is the intimidation related to the rape case?
But he went to jail for that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be like, you can't like double get him, right?
I don't know if you can double get him.
Well, they're trying to get Bill Cosby out the paint again.
And they trying to get another guy, a white guy.
Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, yes.
They say he raped a 12-year-old girl in 1965.
Yes.
That was...
yes, the lawsuit claimed Dylan groomed the girl...
55 years ago.
Groomed the girl for weeks before actually abusing her. False imprisonment, emotional distress. It says...
And she got her charges in.
Yes, this was specifically... She got her charges in a couple hours before the statute of limitation thing was up.
Right, and in the conscious community, we were all waiting, holding our breath.
Yes.
For HC.
Yes. Yes.
To...
File on AB.
File on AB.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Okay, I didn't know.
I don't think so.
Okay, I don't know.
So, you know, we got to see how that pans out.
Yeah, 12 years. See, that happened in 1965. I don't even know how you'd be able to prove that, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have to have pictures. Like,
no, you got to be in the act. Like, and then even the one with Bill Cosby, they saying that the girl was 15, but she was in the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing in the Playboy Mansion at 15? Now, I know what she was doing in the Playboy Mansion because, that's what they did in the Playboy Mansion at that specific time. So, you know, all of these things are now coming to light. And but it's going to be very hard. Bill is pleading the fifth, you know, as he should at this particular point. I'm not going to, defend something from, 40 years ago.
Yeah, a judge actually saw the case and said, oh, yeah, that's, legal to go forward with that. And it's just like...
Yeah, and that's some really bizarre stuff. But it's not to say that it didn't happen. This deadline was monumental for a lot of people.
Facts.
And a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, took advantage
against
of it to say...
Clergy members, Boy Scout.
Absolutely. All of them cases had to get in by a specific time. And then if your case didn't get in, you breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
If you was dirty and greasy and you go, whew, you know what I mean? So now, all of this stuff is important for us to know.
Also, one of Bill Cosby's accusers actually died the other day as well.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Throw Woody Allen, absolutely. Woody Allen is the absolute worst.
Yeah, but...
Elvis Presley married Priscilla at 14.
Yes.
Or he was dealing with her at 14. Nobody mentions that. Very interesting stuff. R. Kelly wants the charges thrown out about the herpes because these girls weren't medical doctors.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, that's the legal... His lawyers are saying, well, they're not medical experts.
Right.
So how do they know when they received this herpes infection or something?
Jesus Christ.
Listen, dude, when I'm facing... I need my lawyers... Bring up when she was in kindergarten, goddammit, if it's going to help the case.
Yeah.
So some of the stuff you hear in these cases is bizarre, but it's all fair game. So that's the angle in which R. Kelly and his team is taking.
Jerry Lee Lewis married his teen cousin? Really?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cousins make dozens, especially in the South.
Who made that?
Roman Polanski. Yeah.
The first them or them first. What was the first them? The hashtag when they were bringing up this R. Kelly.
Oh
stuff,
yes.
And they were he simply pointing out like all these other like prominent white figures who are like on record like marrying these
underage
girls and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So we'll see.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, the New York State, like they decided they're gonna pause on any impeachment hearings or proceedings on Cuomo, right? He resigned, and he has a few more days left in office. Then he's gonna, leave. And then when this initially happened, I thought my understanding was that they were still gonna go forward with the impeachment. Mm-hmm. But they're not. So I think that had to be the agreement for him to bounce. Like, yo.
Trust me, he had some agreements in place so that you just leave him alone.
Yeah.
You want me out, guarantee me this, and that. I heard a meme that said, now when you give a girl a compliment, you got to be like, no Cuomo.
No Cuomo.
No Cuomo.
No Cuomo, baby.
No Cuomo, baby. No Cuomo. I'm just saying you look good, girl. No Cuomo. No Cuomo. Funny. Can you bring me a paper towel, please?
Somebody said he got dirt on somebody. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they all have dirt on each other. And you know whose dirt is more.
Now, also this though. Remember, he was one of the people that said mandating an experimental vaccine. He said this.
Yes.
That's not legal. You cannot do that.
Yes.
Right? Now, this new governor, the one who was about to step in as the interim governor, she says she's not closing the door on that.
Okay.
So
she's not closing the door on what?
On mandating a statewide vaccine. So, with that could be, connected somehow as well.
It always is.
It always is. Like, bro, listen. You ever see that meme where he got the guy, he has all the stuff on the walls with everything connected and he's just like going crazy, like that was me yesterday, bro. I was
trying to connect those dots. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to step back from it and see it for what it is, and sometimes it leads to another door and you just get exhausted.
Yeah, no, that's what was happening. And yesterday, I've always decided, but yesterday for sure, I was just like, listen, if I can't physically control this, I'm not gonna try.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't give so much of me. Because as I'm worried about this, I'm stressed about it, I'm getting upset about it. My son is just there watching Coco Melon.
And he ain't got a worry in the world.
He just want his little cheese puff. You know what I'm saying? That's what he want. And I'm just like, yo, I wish I had that type of just free ignorance.
No, but son, I watched you in some of those moments when I was stressed.
Right.
Just sitting there, you worrying about your football team. The only thing that was important was how you gonna make that next block. And I'm sitting there going, dude, we got issues out here. It's not 11 popping. World is coming to an end. Just things. And you like, man, listen, I gotta get in that A gap, Dad. I don't care how the fuck I get in there. So the cycle now, you understand the importance of what you have to bear and what you try to shield from your children so that they can have as much innocence and enjoy as much as they can, because it's crazy out here when you become an adult, bro. This adult thing is crazy.
Dude, I was just like, geez, man, this is a lot. So pay attention. So Cuomo's about to be out of here. Pay attention to what this new governor did. New York. So this is what I've always believed, right? I always believe cities like New York, LA, Houston, those big cities are testing grounds for what the rest of the country is about to do. But beyond that, Australia seems like the global testing ground for a lot of these things to be tried out on the rest of these countries. So Australia right now is going through what they're calling a hard lockdown. I'm seeing press conferences from their government saying, we don't want you to take your mask off while drinking.
Without even drinking a soda or beer.
We don't want you taking your mask off while drinking. If you see your friend in the supermarket, don't say anything to them. We have a hard curfew. They have communities that can be closed off, and they're gonna close them off at a certain time. You can't come out. They have helicopters.
Wow, bro.
And their numbers are scary. Meaning, it's 22 million people in that. I think they have. I have.
You did some research.
Yes, I have this here. Hold on.
Yeah. In the meantime, listen to some of this great elevator music.
Say something else. Say something else. They have 22. I want to say. Oh, I got it right here. So their approximate population is 22,300,060 people. Approximate. As far as COVID cases of today, they had 39,96. Out of 25 million, right? Let me keep going. So that means their country is on lockdown off of 0.0015% infection rate.
Right, I was getting ready to go there.
How many have died off that? 958 people have died off that. Out of 25 million people, that's how many have died, right? So that's a 0.000037%, right? And out of that, it says 325 people of the 958 deaths are people over 90 years old. It keeps going. And 394 of that number are between 80 and 89 people, 89 years old. And 161 of those deaths are between 70 and 79.
So they basically wildin'.
They are completely just doing what they want. They're in the office like, yo, can we do that? Let's do it.
Completely agenda based. It has no merit.
Yes.
Based on anything.
Yes.
That's crazy. But you know what? They're doing something similar here. Because they're fluffing the numbers.
Yes.
And you know, but still, when you look at anything that has a 99.7% recovery rate, that should be the end of this story. Right? Mm-hmm. You come down with something, you know, whatever it is, you fight it, you keep your immune system strong, you recover, you now have the antibodies, you know what I'm saying, in your system to help you for the next time. If this was a 99% death rate, now dude, I wouldn't be here with you now.
Facts,
I'm doing the show like, this is, so we know. And again, I'm always taking the temperature of the people in the community. Nobody's got no mask on no more, bro. Very few people. So we have collectively made a decision. Man, it is what it is.
Yeah.
There are some people, don't get me wrong, who are still wearing a mask if you go into a store or an establishment. But just take a look out into your community and just take the pulse.
Yeah.
You know, and what I'm seeing is telling me that we're not losing this war as much as we think we are, because they got you thinking the sky's falling. Now, am I saying that there is no risk involved? There's always a risk involved. Like I just saw, they had a big-ass concert. Where was that concert? At a big-ass concert. Hundreds of thousands of people at this goddamn concert. I ain't seen no mask.
Yeah.
And if that's not a super spreader, no, not even Rolling Loud. We saw this on the news last night. And we was like, where the hell is that? So, you know, I don't know what to tell you guys.
Facts. Me neither. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Pay attention to Australia because they're bugging.
Yes, the land down under.
Yeah, they are bugging.
Right? So we're seeing something from them unprecedented.
So again, this is what my old question has always been, right? So they have, I guess, local police enforcing this. They have their military enforcing this. If you're Australian, you're a cop from Australia, these are your people, right?
Yeah.
What is driving you to be like that to your people?
It's funny you said that because in certain other countries, we saw the police put their guns down and join the people.
You get what I'm saying?
I think that was in France and one of them other places. So, but that's all mind control. That's all mind control, where you can look at your own people and feel like I must protect this government over the very people. And my family are the people. My aunts and uncles and cousins are the people. That's why they always try to send in foreign troops in certain places with no connection to these people. That's why we send in troops in other places and we train our troops to kill them on sight if need be. But to be of the land and to be enforcing laws of this magnitude on loved ones, that's got to be a tough journey.
You get what I'm saying? But there's actually another interesting Black Mirror episode where there's soldiers, but they're given some kind of, I think they're given a drug or they have like a chip in them to where they see regular people as like these zombies.
Yes.
And like obviously you see a zombie, you shoot the zombie or whatever. It's something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the programming is off or something like that, you realize, oh, these are just people.
Yes.
Oh, snap. They have just killing people. So like it's
see, this is one of the ways you know who the shapeshifters are, because they are shapeshifters.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
They can't just turn their head really fast. Guys, pay attention. Pay attention. This is real. They have to turn their whole body. So if you're dealing with people, their eyes can't really shift. So they got to go, hey, what's going on over there? Oh, shit, what's going on over there?
Yeah.
You know, they can't just turn their heads. That's a jewel for you guys. Start paying attention to your coworkers.
Okay.
The ones who always go, hey, what up now?
Okay.
What's happening? You going out to lunch?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, so those just one of the tips help you out. Know who the shapeshifters are. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take a quick commercial break.
Quick commercial break.
That was fast too, but we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Yeah, fuck the shit, flip the script and get it right. Rewrite history, so this time we may get it right. Take the jewels from our elders, rock them and wear them tight. Apply it to your life, and so you're not blinded of your sight. It's taken by the white man, cause it's blacks we fight. And we taught that we angry and mad just out of spite. But we too grumpy black men, tired of the lies given to the kid in their lifetime. Realize, never fly by me, by we the people, how are we? If we treated like the dirt beneath our feet, while we trees waiting to grow up, filled with knowledge, but whoever show us, the names is Bobby, Meat, and Arthur C. We'll bring your mind and show you things you thought you never see. Just be open-minded, take a listen, and you will see just how much truth and knowledge a black man can really speak.
Growth in One are all-natural hair, face, and body products designed to grow, rejuvenate, and sustain one's natural beauty. Made from the finest non-toxic ingredients, Growth in One's original formula promises to prevent hair loss, maintain healthy growth, and preserve the overall texture and essence of natural hair. Each one of our products is made from organic essential oils, minerals, vitamins, and proteins to ensure the highest quality of results in every bottle. Whether it's hair growth or skin care, when it comes to quality, reliability, and service, you can be assured Growth in One is committed to the highest standard of excellence. We are constantly growing our product line. Please check out our latest addition, our Amber Aroma Scented Candle. It's hand poured with love. Please visit our website at growthin1.com. Our products are designed to reveal the best version of yourself while including clean ingredients.
And we are back.
We are back in the mix. Continue to support those businesses.
Definitely.
I think we're booked for September. I don't know. Still contact us.
Okay.
Still contact us.
Might be booked. Fourth quarter's coming up, guys.
Fourth quarter's coming up.
Fourth
quarter in your life, in your business.
Well, not in your life this year.
No.
But in your life.
Well, in perspective of every year of the game.
You don't want
the game changes.
Fourth quarter, you about to die. No.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Whatever your goals were for this year.
Yes.
The fourth quarter, you want to rev those goals up, and sort of get there.
Yes.
And from a business standpoint, we always think about, okay, this is when we're gonna introduce something new, or we got to close the deal on that to make sure we get that. That kind of stuff.
So, if you have a business, or you have something, you start to rev up your efforts. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So you can see the results that you want to see for this quarter. And then we hit the reset button, and we restart.
Yeah.
I'm always assessing life itself. Not necessarily when their new year comes in, but that's the way business is structured.
Yeah.
So don't get in your feelings and do your own new year and shit. My new year start here and all that shit, and then you be done blew $400,000 because your shit wasn't in sync with the way these people do business.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about your spiritual new year and all of that. I'm talking about how they do business and how business is done and conducted in this country.
D-Hulk, y'all think Tariq is going to hit his goal for the museum? He has 2 days left?
Yeah, he's got 600,000. We did contribute.
Yeah, he said he's going to do like a telethon, like live telethon on his channel.
When?
I think tomorrow.
Okay,
I
so
think that's how they do it. Like,
maybe a 24-hour.
Yeah, it might as well.
That might work. That might get him to his...
Because he was at 400. He was at 500 like a day ago, and now he's at 600.
Yeah, it's 600.
So anything is possible, you know.
Anything is possible, yes.
Anything is possible.
Yes, absolutely.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I saw a story of a black woman, not sure what her name. I think she's famous somehow. I forget where she's from exactly. But she, her newborn child was taken from her.
I saw that, man. Very disturbing.
And it's the second child that was taken from her.
Yeah, very
by
disturbing.
the state.
Yes.
And again, made me super sad. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that hits me way different.
It hit different now. Yes, absolutely.
Especially because I think from what I understand, she took her child into the doctors, and the child was a little underweight because the child was exclusively breastfed, and I get Nova was exclusively breastfed
and breastfed because it ain't got all that other stuff in it. That shit is like water.
Yeah, very thin. Yes,
the nutrients and all of that is there,
100%.
But it's very thin. Yes,
very thin. And I think because
and then I think her milk slowed up. Don't quote me.
Okay.
And to the point, so she was just bringing the baby in under general concern.
Okay.
Because even if you're holistically in line, sometimes you like to just bring the baby in to see what the doctors say, and it led to something disastrous.
Got you. So yeah, that was sad. And then apparently, she didn't want to take one of the vaccines. She didn't want her child to take one of the vaccines, and I think they had another baby that was taken from them as well.
Yeah, because this thing now can get off the rails.
The B12 shot. That's okay.
Yeah.
So and then I saw another woman who his kid was just taken for like almost the same reason, like neglect or something like that. So I've always been weary.
The baby
about
name was Amin Ra.
Wow. Okay.
Say no more. You know what I mean? So as you know, what they're labeling the Hoteppers as and things of that nature.
Yeah. So well okay no so I don't want to skip. So I've always been very cautious of that because these people these people who are in charge of your kids at daycare, doctors and stuff like that, they are what they consider they have to report. I forgot what the actual term is.
Mm-hmm.
So but anything that falls under that, it could be like your kid is crying, kids cry, babies cry, and they could say, oh, I feel like
it's at their discretion.
At their discretion.
And that's the problem, especially when it's not their baby.
Right.
They might not like you.
Right, exactly.
And at their discretion, that's how they also label your child with ADHD and all that. At their discretion, your kid coming hyper because he had a bunch of now laters.
Yeah.
Shit, in my day, we all had now laters and squirrel nuts and shit. We was eating all that shit on the way to school after eating a bowl of Fruity Loops and shit.
Mandated reported. Thank you. That's the term. Yes.
Yeah, in my case, it was Fruity Rings.
You couldn't afford Fruit Loops?
I couldn't afford Fruit Loops. So I had Fruit Rings and shit, I don't want to start regressing and shit. So Fruity Rings, my shit didn't say Nabisco cookies. My shit said cookies. You come to school charged up, ready to go.
Yeah.
And now that's a sign of hyperactiveness, and we need to report this.
Somebody said that she didn't refuse the B12 shot. She wanted her husband to get to the hospital prior to. See, again, that's not fair, bro.
Yes.
And I don't. Guys, I'm talking to the Urban X community right now. If somebody comes to my door threatening to take my child, you will not see me on the show anymore.
That's a fact.
Okay, send money.
That's a fact.
To my book, send money.
That's a fact.
And that's all I'm going to say. Okay?
That's a fact. And you know why I know you telling the truth? Because I know how that little boy look at you and how you look at that little boy.
Listen.
It's indescribable. I couldn't even prepare you for the moment.
Listen to me.
So I already know, because that's the same shit I've been saying for years.
Listen to me.
Don't mess with the babies, bro. You're going to get it.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, prayers out to the sister. Prayers out to everybody who's going through something similar. I think, if they say they have your records on a digital passport on your phone or something like that, and say, your kid is out in public crying and a cop walks up and says, let me see your files, and say your kid doesn't have the MMR shot because you don't want to, or say you're splitting out your shot, you spreading them across, and they say, well, this is not up to date, let me take it. Like, who knows where this can go? You know what I'm saying?
The state already owns your children. You know what I mean? In more cases than you think they do.
And it just came out because they were talking about domestic terrorism ahead of, September 11th. They were talking about domestic terrorism and what is considered a domestic terrorist. So people who, quote unquote, believe in quote unquote conspiracy theories, which are all turned out to be true right now.
Yes.
That is considered domestic terrorist. And a lot of people in this chat right now, 95% of us in this chat right now would be considered that. So again, if everything is locked into a digital profile of us and they can shut everything off at the drop of a dime, what does that mean for us going forward? What does that mean for the type of information we have?
What it means? We're gonna have to get back to really grassroots everything, and that's when community comes back into play. See, here's the thing, and this is what they better watch out for. We're built differently, so when you take all of them external things away from us, we are a resilient people. And we will bond together. We will share food. We will split apples. We will begin to do everything we need to do to survive coming out of the next paradigm shift. So be careful on how much squeeze you put on us, because we're not to be fucked with. You know what I mean? And I mean that collectively as a people. Don't get me wrong. There's going to be some who just feel this is a great time to bust in and get a free TV, even though the electricity is out and all that old kind of... I'm not talking about them. There's always going to be that crowd. But I mean the ones who are ready to fight. If you squeeze us and push us into a corner, that's why they chose the Black Panther, Huey P. Newton and them, is because the Panther don't mess with nobody until you back that Panther up into a corner. They're beginning to push us into a corner.
That's
right. They're beginning
to
push us into a corner, and when that happens, you're going to see a part of us that I'm not sure that they're ready to deal with. And that's just my humble opinion, how I see it coming down the pipe. But we're resourceful. We don't need to go to their restaurants. We don't need to go to their movies. We don't need to go to none of their entertainment. We don't need none of that shit. We are still going to survive. We be like roaches. I wrote that in a book.
Yeah, I remember.
Called Hip Hop Decoded. We be like roaches. It's nuclear blast, this, that. We can survive it all. And we will. Yes.
I feel better.
Well, just trying to help you out.
Thank you.
Still keep that thing, on deck.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Y'all heard me. So, the census came out, and apparently the population of white people is down. I think for the first time in
Really? This shit has been down.
But now it's like mainstream report, because I remember a bunch of people talking about their dwindling numbers and their negative birth rate. But now it's on mainstream to where reporters are outwardly showing their nervousness about it. You know what I'm saying? Tucker Carlson was talking about it, and it was kind of so I just thought it was interesting that it was kind of a part of the mainstream conversation rather than the actual story itself.
And what they said the numbers were?
They were under 50%.
So that means it's even lower than that.
Yeah.
Whenever they give you a number, times it by 9. That's what my elders taught me. Their numbers are so low because they don't have the ability, and this goes back to us being the human race and not mankind. we really can interact with all and still maintain who we are. Sure, you from Brooklyn, I'm from Queens, Bronx. If that's where your mind is with it, they cannot afford to do that under any circumstances. And some of them, real estate agents, take it to the extreme and go, this is your cousin. Y'all need to go in the room. And y'all need to make some magic happen so that we don't disappear. And of course, Billy John and them in the trailer park, they doing it just out of necessity.
Yeah.
Goddamn, my sister look good. Hey, come here, girl. Because it ain't nobody else around. And then you know, so this is going on a regular basis because they know and understand. They can't freely. So when you understand that, and I be trying to talk to people about racism and putting a different perspective on racism. Racism is a tool of survival for those who know, God damn it, man, wherever I go in the planet, I see these melanated people. You know what I mean? But I can't freely interface with them because I'll disappear. You know what I mean? So we need to create a system in place that keeps them off of us, and we can, you know, do business freely amongst ourselves before we disappear. Right? We already know the sun is whipping their ass.
Yes.
Literally. The
Yes.
sun is whipping their ass.
Yes.
The melanated energy is whipping their ass. So it's a lot going on. So that's, in my humble opinion, what racism is really all about. Shit is all about survival. And once you understand that on a grand scale, not saying that you oblige by it or appreciate it, but you at least have a better understanding of shit. In order for me to survive, I got to either hit my cousin or I got to put a system in place. She looking good. Or put a system in place that says we can do business and have our own space, and we're going to agitate you, and wherever we go, we're conquering to sit at the top of places, because other than that, we disappear. Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
In other news, Nas's King's Disease 2 debuted at number 3 on the chart.
All right, give that up for Nas, number 3 on the charts.
I'm actually very happy for him. This is the first release week he's had to himself in like how long?
Without that other person, don't say his name.
Yeah, we're not gonna say his name, even though the other guy has a story that we do need to cover.
Okay, so we'll cover that story too. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next story. So congrats to Nas. Very great album. I was listening to it on the way here, as a matter of fact.
Yes, really dope album.
Yeah.
And my brother, Sinful of God, said to me, sincere to God. Why do I keep calling him Sinful God? It's sincere love to God.
Yes.
You know, he's got the shield and the sword out. Super dope album, right? But he asked me a question, and I forget verbatim what the question was, but is Nas, has he lost his stance on black awareness? Is he more about that money now and getting that money and things of that nature? And I kind of said Jay-Z seems to be morphing into Nas with the 444, and Nas almost seems to be morphing into Jay-Z because he has a little bit more glossy, get this money shit going on, So just kind of think about it when you listen to Kings, but that's what King's Disease is. It is, in essence, the spoils of, this kind of lifestyle. So, shout out to Sincere Love to God.
Yeah, here's the thing. I've always believed that once you hit a certain level of wealth, and again, who am I to talk? But I always felt like your needs, or just your perception on how things are going in the country, like you're not seeing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What you're able to block out,
right? You're like
just by default.
Yeah, like you're not seeing any of that stuff.
And Billy Carson has got a book out, something woke don't mean broke. When he's speaking about, we have to get out of a mindset that says because you are conscious, or you that built into that is poverty.
Right.
Nothing about us is supposed to say poverty. So I'm not associating our struggle with poverty. But Jay-Z 444 came out of nowhere.
I love that album.
I love that album. Super dope album. Super dope. And then you listen to King's Disease, and Nas is popping a few more bottles, talking about the good life a little bit more. And so their roles are almost reversed in this time. But is that a sign of growth? Jay-Z was very materialistic early on in his life before he had kids. And now perhaps that he has kids and he has a different perspective, he had to drop 444 to say, I get it. Nas was probably, again, whose father was in the struggle, this, that, the military mindset of Nas. And now he's at a point where he feels he's left a body of work that addresses that. And in his older age now, he's reaping some of the benefits of
some of the investments he's made. Yeah.
Some of the investments he's made.
Maybe.
I don't know. Just asking.
Interesting stuff. That's a great question. I got to think about that a little harder now.
Yeah.
That was a really good question. Somebody said I haven't heard for. Come on.
Whoa.
That album came out in 2016.
16. Gotta hear that.
2016, 2017, I think.
Yeah, gotta hear that.
That was a great album.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So if you remember the track star Sha'Carri Richardson, who took
yes,
the social media world by storm, and she didn't get to compete in the Olympics due to marijuana, her drug test. Apparently, she's going to race all three of the Jamaican runners who won a medal in that 100
You will lose. You will lose.
That's Russian.
No, that okay. I'm
sorry.
The
hell was that?
I was doing a Van Draga.
It's German. Like, what is that? But so she's gonna race them, and people are excited about it.
I'm excited about it.
I am too, but I don't know what this kind of, because I'm nervous. I think she's gonna.
But Malcolm, watch this. They're all black women.
True.
You in your mind, you getting ready to get FBA-ish. Right, you just got finished talking.
No.
Just got finished giving a speech.
No. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm
gonna
tell you why. Because I don't want this to overshadow her. I don't think she has anything to prove to. What is this race for?
I don't think I think this is just a tournament. I don't think they're setting this up specifically.
Oh, okay.
I believe this is sort of like after the Olympics, because they do have races all year long.
Right.
In this specific race, she's going to get an opportunity to race them.
And I don't want, this is just me, I'm not being a Debbie Downer, I don't want her star, which is blossoming right now, I don't want it to just be dimmed after she gets smoked, because I don't see it.
So are you saying she gonna get smoked? That's disrespectful, Malcolm.
Listen.
It's disrespectful.
Listen, racing these Jamaicans in anything shorter than the 200, it's not gonna go well for
That's
you.
a stereotype.
It is. It's
are
a true one.
Are you saying them Jamaicans are fast?
They're fast as hell, yes.
Okay, that's a stereotype.
It's just true stereotype.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Black people like chicken? Do black people like fried chicken?
They do. I love fried chicken.
All right, so
I don't like watermelon.
It's like saying black people like fried chicken. Them Jamaican girls and guys,
they
can fucking run. I think it's the food they're eating over there, and shit like that. Less GMO in the food.
I don't know,
and because they are like, all the Jamaican niggas I knew growing up as kids.
Same.
I couldn't beat them no matter. They just was like, like really fast.
4x4s, 4x8s. We got that stuff.
Okay, we got
hurdles. We got
little endurance.
Yeah,
hurdles because we got all the hurdles in life that we're overcoming. So hurdles, nigga, can't pay my bills, getting evicted, running from the police, baby mama. We know hurdles. Shit, we gonna. So that's our thing. But I think it serves good, but it might lose some of the hype. Yeah. Because I don't want you to try too hard. And you're going up against 3 Jamaican girls.
And they all placed. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
They all placed.
Even if you beat one, I think that's a victory for her.
Okay.
If she beat one of them Jamaican girls.
Somebody said it's steroids. I don't think
Where, in Jamaica?
Nah.
No, that's motherfucking
and I
papayas.
think Usain Bolt challenged.
Fucking coconuts and shit.
What's his name from the Chiefs? What's his name? Fast receiver for the Chiefs.
Yeah. What's his name?
The Cheetah.
Yeah, him.
Challenged him, I think, to 75-meter race. So yeah, and he wagered his gold medal against his Super Bowl ring.
Ooh, that's a sure victory.
I don't know, but
my friend Gary used to give me a head start. He used to be like,
but you know what's crazy? The head start will psych you out. You know what I'm saying?
Son, he used to give me a head start, and he would beat me.
Tariq Hill, yes.
Every time. I don't know where this fast nigga. And let me tell you, one time, and this is a true story.
Yeah.
I got a hit. We was on like a high school team or something. Wasn't high school ball. We was playing in a high school yard.
Okay.
And there was coaches out there because baseball was my first love.
Okay.
So I want to throw that out there, right? So I got a hit, and I chucked over to first base, and I was feeling good about myself and shit, right? When this nigga got up, right? Mm-hmm. He hit the ball in the same spot I did. He just kept running, and was on second base. And the coach said, "Excuse me, you. What's your name?" And wrote this nigga's name. This is how fast he was. My man Gary Grant, fast as a motherfucker. Yeah. So with all that being said, good luck to.
I'm actually excited to see that. I've been watching the.
So should I pull my FBA card here and?
If you want.
Yeah, I'm pulling my card here.
If you want.
Shout out Tariq Nasheed on this one, who's raising the money for the museum.
Yeah.
But now I got to pull my Tariq Nasheed card and pull for girlfriend right here.
Okay.
And no disrespect to all my Jamaican friends. I have a lot of them out there. Yeah.
Nah, it was funny because when those 3 won, it was people I know for a fact aren't Jamaican putting up Jamaican tweets. I was like, come on, son.
Yeah.
Come on.
They fast as shit.
Yeah, they are.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban Eatz.
And I think that's a stereotype they like, especially in the realm of we're talking about track. So whatever. Bobby Shmurda signed to Rock Nation, but it's kind of confusing me. Every move he's made since he got out confuses me because I feel like the hype around him is gone.
Okay.
People would, free Bobby for 8 years, and he came out, he didn't put out no music, and then
I think he has to be calculated. This is just my opinion.
Okay.
He needs to be a little bit more calculated. You can't come out with that shit you was doing when you was a kid. You're a grown-ass man now.
True.
So I think he needs to be a little bit more calculated and getting the proper management on your team to help you roll out your shit the right way could be the difference between life and death. If he had just came out, hit the studio on some Tupac shit, made 60 songs, I think that may have been a move that failed. This is what I'm thinking. And he needs to refrain from being around all of the drugs. True. And, so maybe he needed time to clean himself up. I'm wishing him well because he's a black man who went to jail and now he's home.
Facts.
And I'm hoping his music is a reflection of good things to come and don't get back on that craziness. Because if you do, then it's going to be a waste of time.
But Rock Nation, though?
Who else is rocking right now?
There's a lot of management companies that...
Who else is taking in informants?
We're gonna go to the next topic.
Okay, all right. Because Malcolm, here's the thing. Here's the thing you're missing. 15 plus 15 is 30.
Right?
Mm-hmm. But 16 plus 16 is 32.
You better than that. You better than that. No. You better than that. You better than that.
Don't let that go.
No.
Don't let that go over your head there.
You better than that. So, speaking of Rock Nation, Jay-Z, he is applying for a New York State betting license. Right?
Yes.
And I think because, sports betting is coming to New York City.
Right, so like, what's that? FanDuel, and it's another one.
Kings,
Sports Kings or DraftKings.
DraftKings, yes.
DraftKings and FanDuel, but if New York State, they don't have that. So in Jersey, they do. Jay-Z has just applied for a license because it's about to come to New York. So he could be into the gambling business, and that could really take his salary, because gambling is huge. Somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep our eye on that. Okay. You know what I mean? He has another business partner that is putting this, and they're out in front of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and Jay-Z resides here. He's up against DraftKings and FanDuel, who are trying to get the license for New York, and they're already established.
Oh, so he's trying to have his own company.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, wow. Yeah,
yes, he's trying to have his own company.
That would do it.
We don't deal with FanDuel. We deal with,
got you.
Whatever Jay-Z is going to call that particular company. So, that's something else to think about.
Wow, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's big money.
Yeah,
that's big money. Yeah,
I thought I didn't know what it was for. I didn't,
that's big money.
Got you. Damn, he's probably
along with his cannabis business. Shout out to somebody who sent me some money.
What's his cannabis business called again?
Gerard, appreciate you.
Yes, somebody and thank you for all of the super chats, people. Like we were
Yeah, we get on a little rant there, and we don't want you to think we don't appreciate. Yeah. Because we do.
Yes, we definitely do. Thank you.
We really do. We really, really do. So, he's got the cannabis business.
Yes.
Now he's
Monogram.
He's trying to get the gambling business.
Yeah,
Damn, drugs and gambling. Damn, he's back into his element.
That's what's up.
All that shit is legal now.
Yeah,
this nigga back into his element.
That's what's up. That's how you get it. That's how you
he got liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Gambling and drugs. God damn it, Jay-Z.
Modern day mob.
That's modern day mob shit. True story.
So let's take some questions before we get up out of here.
Yes.
And go to our after show, people.
Yes. What are we dealing with on the after show?
After show, we could talk about
CDC camps.
I'm hearing something about some quarantine camps. We could talk about that. We could talk about whatever people want to talk about. They call in, we talk about that. We could talk about this now. There was the co-founder for the fact-checking site Snoops.
Are they sanctioned by the government?
I'm not sure. They're a fact-checking site though. But
okay,
the co-founder, he got caught for plagiarizing articles under another fake name.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's interesting. So how are we supposed to... Where's his integrity?
Bro.
And how are we supposed to believe anything?
Exactly.
Jeez, this whole world is falling apart. I tell you.
Somebody said, now who's Sam Rothstein? Sam Rothstein, where's that from?
That I can't agree. Now, I didn't mean that in the literal sense. I can't pronounce your name, Mamadou. I don't agree with the analogy comparing cannabis to drugs and sports online gambling to the way the mob did it. Not necessarily
literally.
Yeah, don't take it literally. I'm just kind of.
We be joking.
Yeah, and I'm kind of just saying, back in the days when we thought about selling pounds of weed, you went to jail for that. You was in the spot gambling on horses. You went to jail for that. And liquor before prohibition.
Sam Rothstein
just kind of,
Sam Rothstein was Casino, right? Yeah, that movie disappoints me so much every time I see it. It's a great movie, but I mean, like, his character falling for the girl. The
Black Dot, what are some of the natural ways I can combat seasonal allergies? I'm not really sure. I've never really been allergic to anything but hard work. And so,
at least you honest.
I don't know what else to tell you.
At least you honest.
Oh no, I don't work hard. Nipsey wasn't FBA. No, he wasn't. What do you think about the military,
his birthday
law enforcement? Yes, it was. Doing drills in New York City. I haven't seen those. So if anybody can kind of put that in the chat, I'd like to see it. Can you go a little deeper with the shape-shifting dot on tonight's show? I will.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just, it's certain characteristics of things that they can't do. They're not equipped to do.
What do you think about tut language? Is that...
where did I hear that from recently?
Because I know Tariq Nasheed has been typing on Twitter.
Okay, maybe that's what it is, yeah.
So that might be it.
I'm not sure what that is.
I'm not sure why. See, I don't... Nope.
You was getting ready to say something?
Nope. No, I wasn't.
You was going to say something real greasy?
No, I wasn't.
Don't do it now.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. What do you think about K Michelle? She has a she started an OnlyFans page.
Who?
K Michelle.
Okay, do we care?
No, we don't. But she's probably like one of the biggest
stars who did it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is she showing Bush or something?
Don't know. I didn't pay
Can I get a $5 membership and see all her shit and then cancel?
Probably not.
Dude, come on.
Somebody said, no, I'm not scared. I'm just...
How much can I get in $5 of a membership?
Remember, I heard what we said in the last Urban X special. You know what I mean? Taking the high ground. Taking the high ground.
Don't ignore my question, Malcolm.
What was your question?
How can I spend $5 and see all of K. Michelle's bush and then cancel?
Pay somebody else for their membership, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Remember, a media takeout used to get me all the time with that shit. Yo, we got pictures. So-and-so's bush. And I used to be like, should I ethnically do this? All right, let's go in and see. And it'd be nothing.
Yeah.
God damn it, Clickmasters.
Yeah.
Clickbait. Goddamn clickbait.
I saw a woman.
What about Lizzo?
Oh, man.
Didn't Cardi B said she wanted to eat her box?
I didn't see that, but I saw a video of her in a short skirt twerking, and it's just like, come on. And then here's the thing, too. We're getting tricked as a community of calling out these people, and then they label you as fatphobic or homophobic or any phobic as a way to just shield them from taking responsibility for some of the stuff they're doing. It's like ridiculous. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And not to say, because she makes a lot of good music, good music in the sense of like very, very popcorn, very, very commercially, that type of music.
And why is that not enough for her?
Exactly. Her songs are in every commercial, every damn department store you could go to. You're not telling me she's not getting money from all these different places.
My man, Dr. Sinister said he lose wood when he see Lizzo. Like, fuck.
So why do you need to do all of this stuff in the name of her being, body positive and stuff like that? It's corny, bro. Like, I don't understand it.
Cancel Malcolm for meta fat shaming.
I'm sorry, B. I'm not even fat shaming. I'm just saying I don't want to see it.
Yeah, it's sort of like when you see those black girls twerking in the restaurants, and people are like, "Well, that's their expression of freedom." Where do we draw the line
She did a TED talk on twerking.
Oh, she did
TED talk. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Then that may be a bit much.
So when people get mad at other black people because this is what is the image that's shown around the country. TED Talk is a global.
Yes.
Recognizable brand for educational things like that. So if you go up as a black woman and you give a TED Talk on twerking,
how does that help us move forward?
Exactly.
So we're trying to say, and I'm pretty sure she didn't go into the historical perspective of
I'm not even
gyrating.
She probably did. She probably did. Yeah. But still, I just don't think it moves us forward in any capacity.
Gotcha.
That's just Malcolm.
Now, I'm not going to argue with you on that. Jay-Z still has
TED
pro-black
Talk. She did a TED Talk. Go check it.
On twerking. Facts.
Go check it. Yeah. TED Talks are propaganda.
Not all of them. No. I learned a lot from TED Talks. It's all depending who's giving the TED Talk.
Exactly. See, y'all caught up in the faces. I've seen some great TED Talks from Cal Newport on digital minimalism.
Yes,
you need digital minimalism in your life. I've seen some great TED Talks.
The Jizza.
He did a great TED Talk.
He did a great TED Talk. So the platform is there for you to have an opportunity to share whatever you want to share that you feel can enlighten the people. So it's what you do with the platform is really on you.
Oh my gosh. Now you're talking about Bill Gates. Obviously he's propaganda. I'm not saying
right. Yeah, don't. Yeah, it's a little tough. Like you put up one example of somebody who's propaganda, and that dismisses the platform itself. Come on, guys, come on. Red Pill mentioned that states like Florida and Texas are acting like they're against the candy, but when a bunch of people move there, they're gonna switch it on them. Oh, okay, that could happen.
Okay. Ooh.
Jay-Z applied for the sports betting license. Yes, Steve, we just mentioned that. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think about it because a lot of people are like seeing
migrating.
Migrating from Florida. I mean, going to Florida, Texas. A lot of the Republican-run states, and I'm not sure because I don't trust any election at this point. Mm-hmm. So I don't know when the new governor comes in and they just go, all right, and we stuck there. Oh, yeah, it's scary times, man.
That is just the first time Jay-Z didn't drop something the same time Nas did. We talked about that. We were, surprised. But when he did officially drop the album, Jay-Z did that verse for Kanye.
Yes.
And it didn't steal none of the thunder, but it was the big highlight on the night before. So, and then, of course, Kanye, he just keep moving the goalpost.
What would I do my TED Talk on? Urban excellence. The concept of urban excellence. That's what I would get my talk on.
And I would do mine on a chapter in my book called Why Are You Here?, which speaks to teachers and educators, the children, and things of that nature. I've been practicing the TED Talk.
Oh, okay.
Quietly in the mirror. Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here?
Yeah.
So.
Gotta do an accent. Why are you here?
Why are you here? Why are you here?
Yes.
True story. All right, let's get out of here so we can get to this after show.
Yes, thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to visit urbanx.nyc if you want any of our, some of the dope merch, our books, things like that.
Yeah, we're getting ready to retool the merch.
Yes, we're about to have some new designs coming soon.
Yeah, some new designs coming,
We got fall coming, so hoodie season is almost back, even though it was like 1,000 degrees the other day.
Yeah.
It feels like it's too early to talk about it, but when you see department stores start to get their school stuff out mid-August, that's why.
Yep, Kevin Macon, thank you.
Got to be ahead of it. And if you want to join the membership, you can go to, like I said, urbanx.nyc and join for $5 every month. And then even when the price goes up, you'll stay at $5 for the month, or $50 for the year.
Yep.
If you choose to. And with that being said, guys, peace.
Ascended Infinite Goddess said, y'all got 5 minutes.
Yes.
Facts.
The link will be in the community section in like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll be back. And thank you guys, man. We appreciate y'all. We love it.
We love you. We love y'all. And we see y'all
Thursday.
Peace.
Peace.